Nationals and Cardinals just a couple minutes away from first pitch as we await the start of this three-game series. Let's take you back in time as we wait for Zach Littell to take the bump on a crispy night here in our nation's capital. This date, back in 2005, the Nationals picked up their first win in team history, 7-3 over the Phillies. Relief pitcher Joey Eischen got the win in the Nationals' second game after relocating from Montreal. Joey got the win. The star, though, Brad Wilkerson, who picked up a cycle when homer, single, triple, double, added a walk as well as the bonus plan and drove in two as Brad Wilkerson powering the Nationals to a 7-3 win. First victory with that curly W on their hats after the team came from Montreal. That was the pre-Ryan Zimmerman Washington Nationals, as brief as that stint was.
It's the only thing he doesn't hold the record of.
The only thing.
The only thing.
62 degrees at first pitch. Wind. A little bit of a factor. Here's the Cardinals 9 to start this series. Weatherholt, Herrera, Burleson the top three. Jordan Walker running hot to start the year. He's the cleanup man, with Nolan Gorman batting fifth. Mason Wynn, a late addition to the Cardinals lineup. Been dealing with a hip injury the last couple days, but he's in there in game one of this series with Zach Littell on the mound.
And he comes out to Chili Peppers. Let's go. Zach Littell, one game, and that was not a start. So he's going to have that as a difference this year. It was 5 innings, 6 hits. Gave up the 2 homers, gave up a couple walks. So we talked about it's about control for him. You're looking at a fastball that is in the low 90s. That's fine. It's about where he pitches with it. So let's check out his StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. 4-seam fastball, slider, split, sinker, and a little sweeper. Loves to go split, slider. Occasional 4-seamer and a little sinker to right or to lefties. 4-seamer, slider, a little sinker, a little sweeper, a little occasional split to the right-handers.
It looks nice here in Southeast DC, a little chilly, but that's what you expect on April 6th. We got a little confident after those first couple days in the 70s, the low 80s here on the home slate. Swinging first pitch is J.J. Weatherholt, who fouls it off, and we're underway. Weatherholt, the number 7 overall pick in the 2024 draft out of West Virginia, and enters the year as Baseball America's number 3 prospect in baseball.
Well, for a couple more days.
Yeah.
So you lose that prospect status.
He's gotten off to a solid start, 273 on the average. Picked up his first major league homer and lays off the slider to make it 2-1. Fouled off left side. That'll find the seats, and it's 2-2.
Good rush job right there right there at the hands. Perfect spot. It's a good way to start. Cold night.
Well, I think that's what you were talking about. It's not 96, 97, but when you mix it up like he does, split, slider, that heater plays up.
Got it. There's the split. And Zach Littell has his first strikeout to begin this ball game.
Yeah, you love the perfect combo on this, right? Go right at the hands to the young guy and then go straight down. Middle of the plate down, fades away, nice. Great execution right there by Zach Littell. Great way to start.
Brings up Ivan Herrera, the Cardinals catcher. Pulls one over to third. Brady House works around it. With the catcher running, knows he has time and throws out Herrera for the second out.
Let's check out that defense behind Zach Littell today. Dalen Lyle, he's in left field. Jacob Young at center, and James Wood in right field. House, Abrams left side, Nunez and Garcia Jr. on the right, and Drew Millis behind the plate. Good footwork right there by Brady.
Getting around it, getting his feet going toward the target. I think we talked about in the open a little bit. They face some pretty good lineups, and you know, I'm not saying there's no such thing as an easy big league lineup, but Dodgers for sure, and the Phillies, they don't have many holes. You know, when you're game planning, you try and circle some people that you want to get to, and those are your weakest links. Well, there's not many circles on those first few teams. So, you know, if you can execute tonight, I think you can get some outs a little bit easier than you have the past 9 games.
Base is clear for Alec Burleson. Won a Silver Slugger last year as a utility player, batted .290, 18 homers, and an .801 OPS. Charlotte, North Carolina native. Wire cam shows you the 2-0 in there for strike one. Tom Hanahan has the balls and strikes today with Derek Thomas, Scott Berry, and Manny Gonzalez near the bases. 3 balls, 1 strike. We got some new toys this year, Zim. We got the wire cam there.
So I was here for opening day. I watched in the stands for the 2nd time ever.
Oh, you're here?
I was.
He was in Gen Pop.
Did you get outed the whole time?
No, but that camera right there kept my 4-year-old entertained the entire time.
There you go. We aim to please. Burleson
Benjamin.
draws a 2-out walk.
Every time I went by, Benjamin thought it was the coolest thing of all time. Every single time it went by.
So I match up with a 4-year-old. Love it.
Yeah, about the same level.
That checks out.
Love it.
Yeah. It is pretty cool, though.
Jake Dyke controlling it right now. He says he wishes he had an extension, like an arm extension on it, because the amount of people that wave at it. Just feels bad. He can't do anything about it.
Yep. Swing and a miss from Jordan Walker. Guy who the Cardinals have been waiting to become a star for a couple years now.
He's old now.
Yeah, 23.
Yeah, 23.
Yeah.
Well, this is a guy you can get the swing out of the zone. I know he's off to a hot start, but you know you can take advantage of a lot of these hitters in these lineups, especially a guy like Littell, veteran guy. See if you can get him a little swinging out of the zone.
Walker had a grand slam the other day, traveled north of 450 feet. Taps this one foul. Career .242 hitter, 29 homers and 120 driven in, but of those 29 homers, 16 of them came in his rookie year back in 2023. And he struggled mightily since that rookie campaign. One ball, 2 strikes.
Triple up right there. Look, go in the mentality, you know, you go down 0-1, get to 0-2, chasing out of the zone. Are you thinking sweeper? You know, some slider, same type pitch, and then back it up again, triple it up? Not
Well,
often.
You don't really triple up often, but with a team or a player like this that'll swing out of the zone, just see how many times you can do it.
Walker takes strike 3 this time. So 2 Ks for Zach Littell in a scoreless first. Good start for him and the Nats. James Wood ready to dig in after Zach Littell posted a 0 top 1. Wire cam going to show us our starting 9 from the national side of things. Behind Wood, Garcia, House, and Lyle. C.J. Abrams in the number 5 spot. Nasim Nunez gets another start batting 6th. Jose Tena will DH with Millis and Young rounding out the Nats 9 against Andre Palante, the 27-year-old out of Mission Viejo, California.
Yeah, for Palante this year, 1 start, 5 innings, 3 hits. He's pretty much, you could say, fantastic. 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, big ground ball guy. One of the most elite ground ball rates for starters in the game, close to 60%.
There's a ground ball, but that's going to result in a hit. Mason Wynn can't do anything about that. James Wood has his first single of the year. 5 extra base hits to start his campaign. Now he picks up a single to lead off bottom 1.
So let's check out that pitch arsenal, especially from the first game. Here for Andre Palante. It's the New York Mets. A lot of sliders, 4-seamers, sinker, knuckle curve, and the split. Split used late. Right, tries to steal some strikes with that thing, but the slider's a little baby slider. Right, he gets a lot of swing and miss on a weird, because it's his arm angle, straight over the top.
I feel like a lot of these guys that throw over the top and use their sinker, they just need anything to go the other way. It doesn't really have to be a good slider. Visually as a hitter, if you're a righty and the ball's coming into you, honestly, even a straight ball seems like almost like a slider or a cutter, because that sinker or that fastball moves. You just need something to go to the other side of the plate.
Louis shows bunt and takes ball 1. Garcia having a great homestand so far. 6 for 14. 4 extra base hits, 2 doubles, a triple, and a homer. And he's driven in 3. Pulled down the line, foul. Burleson took a stab at it. Granny, I mentioned a homer. Let's take a look at the homer.
Well, the homer yesterday was an elevated four-seamer. I feel like because he has a couple homers on splits this year, or just not a couple homers, but extra base hits on splits, he takes that away. Next thing you know, get a four-seamer up in the zone, and he hammers it. Played right in his wheelhouse.
Takes the curveball for ball 2. Count goes even. Third baseman Ramon Urias playing in a shortstop position left side of the infield as Garcia just gets a piece to stay alive.
That's the biggest thing. You look at this infield defense. When they added Mason Wynn into the lineup today, Gold Glove shortstop, Ramon Urias he's done it too. Weatherholt, shortstop turned second baseman. Ground ball guy, he's got some good defenders behind him.
Garcia takes ball 3 and the count goes full.
Well, here's the defense. That's Thomas Sajasi over there in left field. Victor Scott the second in center, and Jordan Walker, best arm out there in right field. Urias and Wynn left side, Weatherholt and Burleson on the right. The good old Ivan Herrera behind the plate.
Wood moving on the 3-2, which is sent back to the screen by Garcia.
And for Herrera, he's coming off-season elbow surgery. So the rarity behind the plate. They're carrying 3 catchers right now. Miguel Pozo, Pedro Pajes, who does a lot of it, and Ivan Herrera.
Brady House patiently waiting. Another 3-2 taken up and away.
Great at bat.
2 on with nobody out for the Nats here as they're making Palante work early on.
I feel like early in the year, a lot of these guys are doing exactly what you said, making them work. And their at-bats are a little bit, I don't want to say tougher than last year, but you know, that's how you score 6 runs a game. You know, you get free passes, you get traffic on the bases, especially against a guy throwing ground balls. Get some movement going on and open up some holes.
Well, that's the thing, is that you look at this whole thing, right? You bring up the at-bats. It's been the consistent at-bats from everybody else other than James Wood, right? James has struggled a little bit. He's had his 5 extra base hits, but they're scoring 6 runs with him not being locked in yet.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Bottom of the order's been tremendous. Guys like Jorbit Bibas, Jose Tena, Jacob Young.
I was waiting for him to say Bibas.
Fun one.
That's what I say.
Third in the majors in runs per game and overall runs scored, and they've now plated 5 or more in 4 straight. 2-1 now to House. You keep doing that consistently, and you're going to win your share of ball games. You're not going to face the Dodgers every series the rest of the year, thankfully. That potent offense has left town.
But Dan, if you do give up more runs than you score, probably not going to end up well.
Really hard to win those games.
You sure hope that you're not going to keep on a pace of allowing 19 home runs over the first 9 games, as the Nationals have done so far. 2-2 now coming to Brady House. Chopped left side. In is Urias. Only play is to first. They get house, but 2 runners move up.
Great hitting.
Yeah, and that's what this guy's going to do to right-handed hitters is pound them in, use that little baby slider away. But as you guys said, he survives on the ground ball. But we'll take that ground ball.
What's your approach on a guy like Palante? Because for me, these are the ones that I felt like I'm going to shoot you to the right side. I can't. No, you can't just do that.
You almost need to look off speed and hit him to the right side. And everyone says, oh, you just push him away. You just push him away. It's like, yeah, well, if it was that easy, nobody would swing at the sinker in. But
it looks so good.
They're really good at it. So it's really hard. Yeah, you kind of try and not ground out to the left side, but you kind of, I would sit slider on some of these guys because it kept me off the sinker.
Lyle, a ground ball up the middle. That'll play to run as Mason Wynn throws him out. In to score is James Wood, and it's 1-0 Washington.
It just makes you think about that at bat with Steve Nunez at second base yesterday and that big stolen base that he had third, right? You have Dalen Lyle up. His ability to handle the bat and do just this. That one extra, we kept on saying, they need to keep going. Great job by Dalen.
So Dalen now 1 for 14 on the homestand with that ground out, but he gives the Nationals the lead. Moves Garcia to third for C.J. Abrams, who's running red hot right now. 4 for 10 on the homestands, 2 homers, 6 driven in. 4 runs scored, 3 walks, 2 stolen bases. Is that all? He's doing a little bit of everything.
I love that. Less than 2 outs, free RBI. I think they're so undervalued, and I don't know what the exact percentage is, but the team to score first, I think it's 60-something%.
That's pretty good.
It just puts pressure on the other team from the very beginning. You know, if the infield's going to play back, just take the free RBI. It's also how you get 100.
Yeah.
If people still care about RBIs, I don't know if they do or not. But
well, right now, the Nats are 27 for 41. Runner at third, fewer than 2.
That's really good.
That's incredible. It's a hard clip, like 51% league average. You're at 66, 67%. I'm in.
Abrams IDs the curveball and takes it for ball 2. So CJ tied for the major league lead in RBI, along with those guys you'd expect to be up there with him, Liam Hicks and Drake Baldwin. Although Baldwin, the rookie of the year last year in the National League.
I think he checks out.
Palante's 2-2 is taken in. CJ tried to check his swing, and he did, says Manny Gonzalez.
Manny with the beard. It's great.
So Palante will trail at the end of this first inning, and he'll need at least 23 pitches to escape this frame. CJ takes another walk.
Good job.
4 walks in these 4 games on the homestand for the National shortstop.
The slow takes.
Well, he just doesn't look rushed, I think.
At all.
And that's a good place to be as a hitter, because when you're rushed, your head moves forward and you swing at balls like that down below the zone. When you're back on your back leg and you know you have your hands, you can flip it to left, you can drive it out to right. You just wish you could feel like that all year.
He takes off as Nunez lines one up the middle. In to score is Garcia. CJ motoring all the way to third. And the Nationals stay on Palante here in the first. It's 2-0, and they're looking for more.
I mean, you feel like a guy just walks somebody. You got to go up there with an aggressive mentality on. He doesn't want to walk the bases loaded. You see him hammers this one, 100 off the bat. 30 first run scored this year with 2 outs already.
Well, I love the way he goes, moving the runner, like we said, opening up some holes. You know you got a guy that's going to throw strikes with that sinker. The team has been, I mean, great so far this year. And I think we're starting to see him sort of figure out what type of player he is. I mean, he's a 50 stolen base guy.
Yep.
I mean, elite defender. If he can just realize, hey, I just need to get on base, do just what he did. Line drives up the middle, because his singles turn in to doubles. And now you got a guy at first and third What are you going to do if he steals? You going to throw through?
Well, that's the thing is that, Palante's quicker to the plate this year. They're talking about a little more of a slide step, 18 of 21 against them last year. But Ivan Herrera, I mean, he's not really, completely 100% healthy where you're going to put him out there every day to catch right now. If you're going to do it early.
Huge lead for Nasim, who's already got 5 stolen bases this season. And there he goes right away. 10 takes. They will not throw through, and 2 in scoring position. 6 stolen bases through the first week and a half for Nasim Nunez.
Well, you love to see it. Nasim does everything perfect. Doesn't slide in a second because he stared inside.
Tena takes strike 1. Ball and a strike.
But we talked about this yesterday. I mean, the ability to take and feel okay. Like, I'm good. Jose Tena giving him that. Not panicking, not swinging.
I mean, I like hitting with runners on second and third better than first and third. That's way cooler.
He's had some great at-bats, too.
I think what you're seeing, too, is a lot of these guys know their role now.
Yeah.
They know when they're going to play. They're in better matchups to have success. And if you tell, if Paul and Blake and these guys tell them from the beginning, this is what your role is, you can't argue.
And they're actually following through with it.
Well, and prepared to be good at what you're supposed to be good at.
You see the little things that Dan and I've talked about, and I know you've been listening, not on mute of us, but like CJ is 3/4 of the way down the line, or like halfway down the line on that ball in dirt, and he's ready to go. Like, there's the attention, like you said in the open, to the detail, right? The secondary lead is a team thing. That's your teammate getting an RBI. That's your team scoring a run on a wild pitch.
Tena launches to deep right. Back on it is Walker, drifting with it, and on a cold night, that ball stays in the yard. Jose Tena gave it a ride. Came down in the glove of Walker, but the Nats still get 2.
Great myself, yeah, it's a little weird. Yeah, I'm not playing the piano there. I'm not. You know what a stick shift is?
Oh, yeah. First car was a stick shift, Brandon.
Well, I forgot about it. The left foot, not as good. Like doing the wire cam, Jake Dyke taking his time to teach me how to do it. Let's just say it wasn't great. There's actually talent involved in this. Camera operator, not in my wheelhouse.
Well, you didn't crash the thing, so we got that going for us.
Well, they dumbified it. They like slowed it down as complete. Like they knew I was. There was an empty ballpark there, Dan.
They got the scouting report on you.
They said nobody allowed underneath.
Zach Littell ahead of Nolan Gorman 0-2, and he has a 3-pitch strikeout to start the second. So the Nats give Littell 2 runs of support, and he picks up his 3rd K.
Well, you love the K, but Ryan, I'm probably going to speak for both of us on this. The fact that he just 1, 2, 3, get ahead, put him away, and do it quickly.
Well, we've become pitchers that become so obsessed with strikeouts because you get paid to strike people out. But, the only way to go 6, 7 innings is to not have to use 8 or 9 pitches to strike someone out. So you get ahead 0-2, you're in the driver's seat. Challenge, make a good pitch. If you get soft contact, just as good as a strikeout.
So here's Mason Wynn, who was not in the original lineup that the Cardinals submitted earlier today. Went through some infield work with his manager Ali Marmol watching closely and got the thumbs up. So they put him back in there. He's been dealing with hip tightness. This after he got into a car accident last week. He says the 2 are unrelated. Did not injure the hip in that one car accident, but has missed the last couple games. Fouls off the sweeper, and it's 1-2.
Just glad he's okay. It was pouring rain in St. Louis that day. He hit a walk-off that day. It's not how you want to celebrate it.
No. Pulls that foul. That last strikeout for Zach Littell a minute ago, the 500th of his career.
I mean, it was Max Scherzer's one season.
How about 501? 4 strikeouts for Littell through the first 6 batters faced.
And it's just where he is placing these. This split, look at how much it drops. Oh. mean, that's maybe belly button high.
That's a good pitch. And like we said, with these young hitters, you know, keep doing it until they stop swinging.
Right.
I mean, challenge early, try and get ahead, and then go to this split that he's got working tonight.
Not known as a strikeout guy. Last year, between the Rays and the Reds, only 6.3 strikeouts per 9. He faces Ramon Urias with 2 down. Mentioned this in his first appearance as a National. He signed with the Nats midway through spring training, then had to play catch up to make sure that he could break camp with the team. Felt going into the start of the regular season like his body physically felt okay, but his mechanics were just out of whack. His top half felt okay, his bottom half felt okay, but he told me the two just not feeling okay working together.
Looks good right now.
Looks better today.
Yeah.
Fouled off by Urias. It's 1-2.
Isn't it funny though? You got two guys that can run some, fastballs in on your hands. They do it two different ways because Zach Littell's so far over on that first base side, toes on the edge. Where Palante goes a crossfire, kind of gets that run in. It's all about angles.
Millis tried to frame it up. It's low for ball 2. Sean Doolittle diligently taking notes. Line drive right field. That's a base hit. And a 2-strike count. Urias has the first hit for St. Louis tonight.
Caught low play, but I mean, this is bottom of the zone. It's a great piece of hitting right there by Ramon.
And as a pitcher, you can live with that. I mean, just sometimes they're going to get hits on good pitches, but if you keep making those pitches all night, probably going to be in a good spot.
Extends the top of the second to Thomas Sajazi.
I thought you did that nicely there, Dan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He's got 2 G's in his name, but pronounced with a J, apparently. Or our
Carey
buddy Chip Carey
yeah.
is just setting us up to fail.
Either way, we're good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Out to right. James Wood will camp under it. And Zach Littell, 2 good innings to start his night tonight. Beautiful shot of the Capitol.
Is that now?
Somewhat. It's within the last few days.
They're chuckling too. They thought that was funny.
Drew Millis leads off for the Nationals in the home half of the second. Falls behind 0-2. Continues to be alternating Millis and Ruiz every game for the Nationals to this point. 1 on, 1 off for each catcher.
Oh, wire cam. Just show off.
Millis a rollover ground ball to first. Alec Burleson is there, and with Jacob Young coming up, Franny, let's go through an adjustment. Jacob Young coming up. Let's go through an adjustment that the Nationals 9-hitter has made this year.
Well, a lot of it becomes about the attack angle, right? He's steep on the left side last season, seasons prior, and this year really flattened out to go along with about 3 more miles an hour on his swing, in and out. A lot of ground balls. Watch the length through this swing. Right there, a little line drive on a pitch that normally last year was around 70% ground ball, the pitch where he hit that ball. 70% ground ball last year for him, but his ability to stay through it, flat path, great job by Jacob Young. Continue on.
It's allowed him to post an OPS north of 700. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hit well out to right center. Chasing after it is Victor Scott to second. What a play. Gold Glove finalist from a year ago robs his fellow Gold Glove finalist. That ball was laced.
103 off the bat. Little Slider up in the zone, and again, the length in this swing is a huge part of this. Great job by Jacob. Get all over that. Yeah, great play by Victor Scott.
Just staying through the ball. So much better this year. We always talk knob to the ball, which sounds weird, but if you lead with the knob to the ball, that keeps your barrel in the zone longer. And like you just said, a flatter bat path, which it's funny. Baseball goes back and forth. For a while, everyone was snapping it and swinging up and all this stuff, and works for these really big guys like this. But for a guy like Jacob Young, he needs to hit the ball gap to gap, get on base, steal bases.
But you always, like, we're taught, you being a lot bigger than all, Jacob and I, right? But it was always like short to the ball, short to the ball. And you kind of lose sight of it because it became a V. That's what you were creating, right? Like, you go to the ball short, and then you're short out of it, and it creates only rollovers.
Short to it and long through it.
Yeah, didn't know that.
Is what you should say.
Did not go, and it's 3-1 on James Wood now. Wood an infield single leading off the bottom of the first, came around to score. And takes ball 4.
There you go. I feel like that's the one thing that we haven't seen consistent, right? Is just him being on base a lot.
Well, and I feel like he's starting to get back to driving the ball to the left side. We've talked about this in the past. The first half he had last year, then the league adjusted to him. I think he finally, towards the end of the year, started adjusting a little bit. I think he was just smoked by the end of the year last year.
He's hurting.
And now I think we're starting to see him get back to who he was. The home run to left field.
Garcia up the middle. Wynn will tap the bag, and that'll do it for the second. That's getting that pitch count up there for Palante. They lead 2-0. United Airlines destination board. 2 more after today on the homestand. Day off Thursday as we make our way to Milwaukee. 3 against the Brew Crew, 4 against the Buccos. That's going to be a test on that road trip. Both of those teams playing well.
Yeah, Dan.
Day off in Milwaukee is sneaky.
Yeah.
Sneaky fun.
Well, it used to be in the summertime. Great.
Well, could be. It was 80 here the other day. Maybe you'll get lucky. Good golf there.
Potts there. Potawatomi.
Potawatomi. What a place.
I've never seen it personally.
Oh, what is that there?
Yeah,
I don't know, Dan.
Unclear. Victor Scott, the second, fouls one back, and it's 1-2.
This guy can fly.
Littell ahead again, 1-2. I mean, pounding the zone early, putting the pressure on these guys to either, hit some ground balls or be behind in the count. Love it.
But his ability, like, starting to watch him, closely now, obviously on this side, is his ability to go up and down with that slider and use it kind of like a little cutter at the top, slider truly at the bottom of the zone.
Tried to clip the outside corner with the heater and missed. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Over to second for Nasim Nunez.
Flipped it over to first.
He always wants to show off that arm. I can't blame him.
Especially with Mason Wynn here. He's like, dude, I gotta make sure he knows.
Top of the order, J.J. Weatherholt. Zim, we just showed that United Airlines destination board. Franny and I want to thank you for your destination being here and not Augusta, Georgia right now. You have prioritized us, shockingly, over your seemingly yearly Masters trip.
Well, I think you guys would love to think it was you, but Easter Sunday had more to do with it than you guys. But
come on.
I told you guys you were doing good. We've done one compliment already.
That's our limit.
That's your limit. I would definitely not choose you guys over the Masters. You wouldn't choose me over the Masters either.
You don't know that.
You got no clue that we would do that route.
100% know that.
Yeah, that's a fact.
If you didn't, I would not think.
You would unfriend us.
100%. You should choose anybody over the Masters. is what should happen.
You've gone down the last couple of years before the tournament is going on, as that one's grounded through the hole right side, and Weatherholt a 1-out single. You've gone for the practice rounds. You feel like that's maybe a little bit more chill, more open of an experience?
Yeah, I think going down there at any point is special, but I don't enjoy watching golf in person that much. I'd rather watch on TV at home, but Augusta's special, obviously.
So Weatherholt aboard, ahead of Ivan Herrera. Sweeper lands for strike one.
What's the one thing at the Masters that everyone talks about? You see on TV, you're like, you have no idea how.
The undulation?
Yes.
Yeah.
How hilly that place is.
I think people also say that because undulation is just a fun word.
It's a great word.
Say.
And, you know, a lot of greens have undulations on there.
0-2. Back-to-back breaking balls from Littell to Herrera. Guy who had a nice year last year. 19 home runs and 837 OPS. 3 straight off-speed pitches, and Littell has another K. Number 5 for him through 11 batters faced.
Couple sliders to get to the split, and that split he is just controlling right now, wherever he wants to go with it. Less than 1,000 spin. I mean, it's more forkball than anything.
It's like, yeah, it's almost like a fork, but when you get ahead 0-2 like that, he got ahead with 2 sliders. So as a hitter, you know, as we talked about, it's only 92, but if you're throwing sliders and splits the whole time, and then you sneak that 92 in there, and then you got the ground ball, or you can extend with the slider. So he's got 3 pitches working.
Roll over right side. Nunez will dance around it. Throw out Burleson. So Zach Littell on 46 pitches. 3 really good innings. Well, tomorrow night, game 2 of this series against the Cardinals. Kane will take the mound for the Nats. He's been good through his first 2 frames against 2 good teams. Doesn't have a record as a 2.79 ERA after facing the Cubs and the Phillies. Left with the lead in that game at Philadelphia in that series finale. And he will get the ball for the Nats tomorrow. Cardinals will be throwing Matthew Liberatore and then Miles Michaelis against his former team in the series finale. Grounded over to third. Brady House thrown out on 1 pitch to start the home half of the 3rd inning.
That a bet right there. That's Palante next at bat's going slider for sure, because you're going to cheat. I would be, honestly, that's twice now he's got in on Brady. And the adjustment you're making in your mind as a hitter, a young hitter especially, he's like, I just got to get the head out even more, step in the bucket.
Well, and as a right-hander right there, like, it's like, I'm okay swinging 0-0, but as a right-hander with a sinker ball guy up there, you either clip it and hit a homer, or you literally pull it into the net.
Right.
And, you know, nothing against Palante, but he doesn't have overpowering stuff. So you can take a chance, but, like, you know, either go for it or don't. And he's been doing such a good job of laying off spin out of the zone that, you know, take a chance. If you want to do it, go for it, and then you're fine, even if it's 0-1.
And now after Palante needed 41 pitches through his first 2 innings, the Nationals have made 2 outs on 2 pitches here in the 3rd.
And I think this is where the youth starts to show too. You know, Dalen won for his last 14 or whatever you said on this homestand, still hitting 300, you know, grounded out to get that free RBI.
Yeah.
But you start to think, oh, I haven't got a hit. Like, you just have to trust the process. You know, guy just swung and got it. First pitch out. Really tough to go right after that first pitch the next at bat.
And maybe to flip that, C.J. Abrams, to his credit, auto taking there on the first pitch from Palante. willing to get into an at-bat. He now is behind 1-2 as that pitch just got the top of the zone.
Well, he's the wily veteran on the team now.
He is. Old man at 25.
That is kind of old in baseball now.
Yep.
Riding a 6-game hitting streak.
Job right there. I mean, you think about the strike two is the curveball. That's the one that is such a. It's a ball if they take ABS the front of the plate, but because it's middle of the plate, it clips it just enough, but doesn't panic.
Pulled foul wide of the bag.
I mean, so important. He went from 2 pitches, 2 outs, grinding away in a AB right here for CJ. No matter how this goes, he's made it work.
Well, and if he can get on, he's a threat to steal. Then all of a sudden you went from 2 pitches, 2 outs to maybe getting on base, a stolen base, and now all of a sudden you got a guy in scoring position.
You're guaranteed a 10-pitch inning now at least. I mean, you think like we say it, like what's so big about that? When it's 2 pitches, 2 outs, I mean, you're thinking, oh gosh.
Well, and like I said, too, no disrespect to Palante, but if you're facing a guy like Skeens or if you're facing a guy that has legit out pitches, I'm okay with trying to jump him.
Yep.
And you're either going to get him or he's going to have 55 pitches in 6 innings.
So Abrams goes down after a good fight, and that's going order in the 3rd.
Maximize your ballpark experience this season. Nats Plus members receive access to year-round savings, preferred seating, and guaranteed spots for your choice of games. Head to Nationals.com/2026 and become a member today.
Jordan Walker swinging first pitch, top 4, fouls it off right side. He was strikeout victim number 2, ending the 1st inning. Now 0-2.
It's kind of fun to watch veteran pitcher pitch every now and then, you know?
Yeah.
It's just, and I think a lot of these younger kids have never really faced anyone like this.
They make you think.
Well, now he just threw him 2 heaters away. He probably thought there's 0 chance I'm getting 2 heaters to start this at bat. So now what do you do?
And he's gone 2 middle balls, right? And you fouled both of them off. You're going,
And they were 91.
Yeah.
He's probably thinking, how am I late on 91? It's because, well, you're thinking if you're going to throw a splitter, slider, you know.
Littell in his 9th major league season, 6th team. Initially debuted with the Twins back in 2018. Came up primarily as a reliever. Made a full-time return to the rotation with the Rays in 2024. And shockingly, they turned him into a pretty darn good starter. Swing and a miss. Slider from Littell. A strikeout machine tonight, Franny.
well, it started off great for Zach Littell, who's got 6 punch. Started out with a great little split to J.J. Weatherholt. Got a fastball. Hey, there it is. Little slider. How about that split right there at Mason Wentz? Still so nasty. And then, oh, slider, split. Get that one for Zach Littell, and a great way to start his evening.
In the air to right, James Wood going with it into the corner. Did he bring it back? He did! All 6'6" to the big right fielder over the wall to rob a homer and keep the Nats on top 2-0.
And everyone else needs to jump up to give high fives. He just reaches up. What a play.
Look at that smile.
He went so far to get that ball, too.
Now, this is not that impressive if you're Joe Adele, but for us, this is amazing. Oh, my. Because the timing on that. Again, we're talking about, this is the 4th game he's played in right field here at Nats Park. You're not practicing that. That's just go have fun. Be an athlete.
Helps to be really tall too.
But
But
he went across the middle. He got smoked by a linebacker. Did you see the Joey Dell's 3? Did you see the last one with the picture behind him?
yeah,
Still one of the coolest shots.
Grounded left side past the diving Brady House, and a 2-out single for Mason Wynn.
reminds me of the Mike Trout one in Camden Yards back in the day. That was sick.
That was awesome.
Zim, you said it, the amount of ground that he had to cover to even get there.
Well, Dan, we have a lot data behind that. We could find that out for you. You know
Dig
what that
into
was?
the nerdery, Franny.
Well, if you click on fly out here, it says that James Wood,
What was the catch percentage on that one?
190%. It's crazy, I know. Hit probability, you want to know what that was? 8%. Yeah, don't even start, because they don't take into account fences. He covered 99 feet. But it says distance needed was 109. So you guys tell me he has 10-foot wingspan on that.
Good math, Franny.
The reach was insane.
Keeps the Cardinals off the board. And a ground ball left side. C.J. Abrams. Square
Nice.
up and throw out Urias. James Wood on this homestand, hitting homers and robbing homers, Franny.
Yeah, it's got an 8% hit probability. That had an absolutely no shot for most guys to catch it. He caught it. High fives to everybody. Zach Littell. Wow. Thank you.
Still trying to react to that one. James Wood. Best defensive play of his young career. Traveled 99 feet to rob a homer. Keep the Nationals on top 2-0. Nasim Nunez going to challenge a strike 2 call.
That looked too good.
Yep.
He's 0 for 2 now. Nats 5 for 14 on the year.
Nunez extends those arms and rolls over to second.
Well, I feel like the young guys, and it's not even so much not knowing the strike zone. It's just the more bats you have,
Yep.
the more looks you get. I mean, in my opinion, that's why the catchers are the best at it.
Right.
The catchers, all they do is catch balls and strikes all day long for literally probably the last 20 years of their life.
One of the things is Blake was on today on Sirius XM with Mike Farron, Jim Duquette, Jim Bowden, and he was talking about how that Philly game where they lost it by the 3rd inning and playing the last 6 without the challenges, that's something they have to talk about. Because it's not like the misses were nicked, right? It wasn't one of those like 50-50s. These were a lot of balls that were either in the zone or off the plate. They called like, you know.
And Franny, you and I have talked about, you know, we hear the word leverage used a lot in the game today. High leverage relievers or a leveraged at bat. We're now starting to see challenges becoming a leverage situation as Tenna skies one to left center.
Just missed.
Victor Scott the second will glove it. You want to make sure you're using these challenges in leverage spots when they can really swing an inning one way or the other.
Or you got to be 100% sure.
Well, it just has to be egregious, or like, you know, because right there, 0-1, there's really not a huge difference for him, 0-1 or 0-2. He's, you know, obviously it would be way better to be 1-1 than 0-2, but like, he's now just going into grind mode, and he's fast, and he just needs to try and hit the ball on the ground and get to first base somehow. But, you know, the 1-1, the pitch to go 1-2 or 2-1 is probably the biggest one. But, you know, also there's nobody on. You're leading off an inning.
Right.
You're up 2-0.
Keep them. Keep them. You have to be 1,000% sure. Like you said, the egregious one.
And now does that scare Drew Millis away from using one behind the plate potentially? We'll see. Millis bats with 2 out and nobody on. Zim, who do you think would have been the best at challenging if it had been involved in the game when you were playing?
Self-included.
Teammates that you
Not me. I had to go back to the iPad sometimes and then go apologize to the umpires because I was yelling at them that it's a ball and the whole ball is in the strike zone. Nick Johnson or Adam Dunn would have been my 2.
Ooh.
I like that one.
Adam Dunn reminds me a lot of James Wood. They would take pitches so close because they have such great eyes, but they're both so big that they could hit homers on those pitches. But it's hard to tell someone to swing at balls when they know it's a ball.
Right.
And I still think the time that Adam Dunn's playing, tougher to do it too because of umpires expanding. Right. I mean, it wasn't just as tight of zones here.
I think Nick Johnson though would have been. He would be my A+.
Who would have been your F-? Who would have been the worst?
Not on my Jeff Francoeur. No. I love Frenchie, but Frenchie would get hits off balls in the dirt. His bat-to-ball skills are elite. Good golfer too.
See Herrera right there.
Tried to roll it there. Good try.
It was well played. I learned that from Chooch. Panamanian catchers. Carlos Ruiz.
Another 2-2 to Millis. Taken high. So Drew, a good battle in this at bat, working now at least an 8-pitch plate appearance.
Well, I mean, if he can just turn this over and get it to JY. I mean, obviously, JY is basically your second leadoff hitter, so then you got James Wood on deck, but great at bat.
There you go. So Millis, after falling behind 0-2, battles for 8 pitches and works a 2-out walk.
Well, it's Jake Urban's favorite, a baseball hockey crossover. Join us on Saturday, April 18th to watch our guys take on the Giants and get a free City Connect hockey jersey. Visit nationals.com/promos.
Jacob Young robbed his first time by Victor Scott II in the right center field gap.
And they were slightly shaded over to right center in the first one, but this one down they are way over Victor Scott II. It was not that. He was more, let's say, outside of that Geico sign out there in right center field. Stay right there, though. Great swings.
Decent sized lead for Millis. Young takes ball 2. See how much room he has to work with on the right side of the infield.
Love it. Love it. Straight four-seamer right there. That's all right. Nothing was close. Why? I mean, guy walked in front of you, a little bit all over the place.
Millis increasing that lead as Young swings through strike 2.
That was that perfect example. He was talking to us before the game. I was asking him about his toe tap, right? He's opened up quite a bit this year. And sometimes, you know, in the stretch against the guy that has a little quicker release, he kind of guesses at when he's going to go. He saw it a little early. He was like, rather be early on that first toe tap, get started. I could hold, still holding. That's just being twitchy right there.
Yeah, not those toe taps.
Yeah, this right there.
Millis on the move as Young fells off the 2-2.
Oh, and also I'm okay 2-1 missing a slider like that. Got just 2-0 heater, 3-1. You're still plus count.
Absolutely.
Give it a shot. You know, try and drive something left center field. Drive something in the gap. and then be confident enough knowing when you get 2 strikes, just fight it off.
But I think that's the part he's thinking, drive it in the gap now.
Yeah, you're not trying to hit a home run. You're just trying to drive the ball to the big part of the field.
I think for a while, though, it was just get the ball in play.
Swing and a miss. Young goes down on the slider. Nats lead 2-0 through 4.
Fourth inning, Zach Littell to Nolan Gorman. Oh, I think I got a homer. No. That's James Wood. The still shot of that they're going to get is going to be amazing. High fives everywhere. Don't have to hang over as far for that guy. That was awesome.
We don't get the bullpen guys involved after too many defensive plays. That was nice. Still smiling about it. Laced out to left off the bat of Sajazi. That'll kick off the wall and a leadoff double.
Look at the spot right here. Four-seamer. Try to go up and away. Leaks in. Then again, when you don't have the velocity, this is the stuff that kind of, creeps up and gets you. That's all right.
I mean, it's one of the only mistakes he's made over the middle of the plate.
Cardinals have had a single base runner in each inning. This is the first time they've had a guy in scoring position. And now they'll have a guy at third. Nicely handled by Littell there. Good PFPs to glove it, take it to the bag himself, and retire Scott.
Especially with the speed of runners. Zach Littell knowing exactly who this is. Watch him get over in a lot of things during pitching, fielding practice.
Oh, what an athlete.
Just run with it. Don't exchange and try to flip.
What an athlete. We like those guys to touch the ball the least amount possible, but great play.
You know who's thanking him more than anything? Louis Garcia. Those, like I've been saying, the ones early on of playing that position.
Well, you're kind of
tweeners, yeah.
It's not a good spot to be in, but.
Leading by 2, the Nationals play the infield back here with Sajazi at third and 1 out.
They'll start creep in a little bit.
Yeah, now they will.
The old Tony La Russa, but that was 2 strikes. They come set and then they sprint in full panic mode.
Yeah, but also that's kind of Bush League because as a hitter, you got people running around, and I think that was done on purpose. But anyways, I think right here, though, you don't want to overthink it. Like, if he wants to give you a ground ball, trade it out for a run right here. 2 outs through 5, try and get the third out. And you don't want to start to nibble and then all of a sudden put people on base and then have a bunch of traffic. Just give up the run for the out.
Weatherholt being plenty patient here. He's got a 3-0 count.
The other thing, too, if you're the infielders, you got to check out Sajazi over there at third base. He was not very far off in pitches. He's kind of on his heels.
And a 4-pitch walk. So they're at their corners now with 1 down.
Like, those are the things you like to peek over, see what they're doing. Like if they're way on their front side, right, as a third baseman, you kind of peek, you see it. You're thinking contact play.
Well, as a third baseman, too, I used to try and hear what they would tell the runner. Because if you knew he's on contact, you can call a pick. And it's ideal if you guys swings through it. Because as a runner, you're trying to score so bad that, you can get a free out.
Well, that's what we've talked about this with about Bobby Wilson being the catching coach, and with Mike Scioscia, that was always the number 1, right? Nobody out, runner at third, first pitch, we're going pitch out to a back pick over there at third to try to get you, see where you're at, see where you're leaning. Every single time, people knew it too.
Sajazi at third, Weatherholt at first, and here's Ivan Herrera. Five straight out of the zone now from Littell.
Well, before this inning, I think he had to be about 75% first pitch strike, and that's why he was having a ton of success. And obviously, it's the 5th inning. Starting to get stretched out a little bit, a little tired, but
14 of 20.
There you go, right back in there with the two-seamer to even the count. Oh, and a challenge there by Ivan Herrera.
Yeah, he's going to be 4 for 4. He's 3 for 3 on the year.
Pitch the ball. St. Louis will
Catcher.
I mean, look, when you're 4 for 4 already this year.
Well, we talk about leverage challenges. This is a big one by Herrera. It gives him a 2-0 count with runners at the corners.
He's 4 for 4 as a hitter, 0 for 1 as a catcher.
Now 3-0.
But also, that's what it does to the umpire. So now he knows that's not a ball. I think the system is great.
It's been how quickly it is too, right?
I love it. I think it's doing everything it's supposed to be doing.
But it's also highlighting how good umpires truly are with some of the ones that you're like, okay, if it's overturned, but it nicked the thing, nicked the zone, you're going, understandable.
And now back-to-back 4-pitch walks from Littell. That'll load the bases for Alec Burleson.
Let's go back to talking about the Masters. Who's winning?
Things getting a little squirrely here for Blake Butera and company.
That's why this game's awesome. You can just never get comfy.
Burleson swings first pitch and a ground ball to the right side.
Good job, Zach.
Nunez to second for 1. They say that Abrams gloved it and lost it on the transfer. So a fielder's choice will pick up the second out. In to score is Sajazi, and it's 2-1.
Well, the part 2 that you love, I love what, like Louis talking to him and just being aggressive on those. Yeah, he didn't get this one. He stayed through it, but Zach Littell was waiting at first. Watch him get over. He did not assume. That's the stuff. How often, because they're a little bit late, maybe CJ gets it and throws it and the guy's on the run.
I think CJ really tried to rush too, and he probably had a little bit more time than he thought. But still, make a pitch here, 2-1 through 5, and you're fine.
Off the end of the bat of Jordan Walker for strike 1.
He's been pounding him away with heaters.
So two fastballs the first time, or last time up, right down the middle. Right, got him a slider.
Grounded left side. Abrams from the outfield grass will go the short way and get the Nationals out of the 5th. CJ much improved out there at short this year, moving to his right nicely to pick up the last out of the top of the 5th inning. Keep it 2-1.
Wood hit that 416-foot 3-run shot yesterday. And when we broke it down, he said, overall, I feel like I've been putting together better at-bats. I feel like that was a reward for doing that when Sasaki threw that splitter right down the middle with 2 strikes. And he was like, I was only a couple of degrees off the day before, but it's something I've been trying to work on, getting on top of the ball. It wasn't a low-line drive, but that's kind of what the work has been mostly. And when he was talking about Palante today, he said he's got a tricky fastball and some good breaking pitches. Just going to have to get a good hit on it and put a good swing on it, and that's what he's looking to do.
Thank you, Alexa. He grounds out to first here for the first out, bottom 5. Nationals holding a 2-1 lead, and after 5 innings of work by Zach Littell, it's interesting to now see Ken Waldichuk start to throw in the Nationals bullpen. Littell's only thrown 70 pitches. Mentioned he's still getting fully built up physically as the season gets into its first few weeks. Production truck telling me that he got some high fives in the dugout, so maybe he is done after 5 innings and 70 pitches.
Well, he started to labor a little bit. I think, like you said, they're starting to stretch him out. Late start to spring training.
And you'd rather be one batter early than one batter too late?
Right.
Yeah, but like we talked about, at some point you're going to have to start getting some length.
Yep.
You know, your bullpen. You know, you got some guys down there that are learning and still trying to figure it out, but they can't throw every day. Hopefully, got some guys that can throw multiple innings, so that could be the plan for today.
To Luis Garcia Jr.
I was thinking he was going to rush right there. He was going to go.
I mean, 3-0 is really the only fastball count left. I'd be in.
Skies this one out to center. Victor Scott the second will come in. 2 away.
Right in that sweet spot, though, up in the zone. This is the one we've been talking about right away from Brady House. 2 little jam shots over to third base. Last one off the plate in.
Well, Palante's done a nice job through those 41 pitches through 2 innings. Worked pretty hard. Gave up the 2 early runs, but settled in nicely. Has 2 outs here in the 5th as Brady House digs in.
There's that slider away. Just to run him in again.
I'll just sit slider right here. Gonna try and throw it for a strike now.
It's all right. Good swing. Good ideas. Keep it away. Push it away.
I mean, he's got so much power to right center. That's where, when he's going good or when he's driving the ball, that should be his vision.
Nearly hit him. Huge hack at a 2-seamer.
But see, that's the adjustment right there.
I'm okay with that one.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about, Zim. Trying to either hit one just inside the pole in left or pull it into the
I
seat.
mean, this is even close to a strike, but hey.
That's what he should have done 0-0. And Yadier Molina used to do a lot of that with like a runner on second, nobody out.
Crushed out to left center. Chasing after it is Sajaci. And he'll have to play it off the wall as Brady House cruises into second with a 2-out double. So a tough start to his night against the Cardinals righty, but he squared him up there.
What a great adjustment. You chase that one in. They're trying to go slider away, miss a little bit in on that and drive it. 102 off the bat. I don't see how guys hit with like the helmet bouncing like that. Ball's roasted.
He's just doing such a better job this year of staying inside the ball. And you know, we were talking about earlier, his last at bat, his swing percentage out of zone is down so much, and he's just learning how to hit.
Yep.
And he'll learn to take more chances, like we were saying that last at bat or that last pitch in. I was saying Yadi used to, you know, runner on second, nobody out. Everyone knows you're trying to hit a ground ball to second base, and he used to say, "Oh." He would just look for that sinker in and just straight step in the bucket and go for it. And he would hit a lot of singles, a lot of doubles to left field on those. I mean, it's one of the only times where you know it's coming. And if they don't throw it, just take.
So House into scoring position for Dalen Lyle. Takes the slider in there for strike 1. Dalen picked up an RBI on a 6-3 ground out in the first, then flew out to center field on the first pitch he saw from Palante in the third. Two balls, one strike.
That left center field gap. I mean, that's straight up in center field. Sajaci over in left field. He's playing the line. Can't even see him out there.
Lyle going to hit one out to left. Toward the line is Sajaci, now in. And he collides with the side wall as that ball goes out of play.
Yeah, that was almost perfect position. Yeah, and you bang your knee out there. I did that out here. Punctured my knee. Look at that. He thought it was going to go even further back. Made the adjustment. Still.
I feel like the wind is doing a lot more up there than you think. That ball that Gorman hit, too. kind of hung it up. That ball went nowhere to left field right there.
I'd say it's good position. The more you think about it, you're like, why is he covering the line right there?
Well, when you got that guy in center field, you can do whatever you want left.
Playing the parking lot. And Lyle goes down on strikes. Palante strands one in scoring position. Nats keep a 2-1 lead to the 6th. Well, 2-1 ball game. Nationals playing 2 runs in the first and holding on now into the middle innings after Zach Littell goes 5, allows just 1 run, strikes out 6. So he pitched pretty well in his Nationals Park home debut.
Perfect timing.
Now Ken Waldachuk for the top of the 6th.
4th appearance here for Ken. 5 1/3, 5 hits. Giving him some good length. Got some strikeouts early in the second outing. Good curveball to lefties. Kind of flies off towards that third base side. Good fastball with some life at the top. Those 3 walks, that's the control.
Swing and a miss on a good curveball. 1-2 to Nolan Gorman. So the Nationals have Brad Lord, their right-handed reliever who can go multiple innings, and Ken Waldachuk, one lefty that can go multiple. PJ Poulin potentially as well. But Waldachuk has retired more than 3 outs in all 3 of his Nationals appearances so far. Gorman checked his swing. 2-2. Three balls, 2 strikes now. It was Gorman that was robbed by James Wood at the wall in right. And a leadoff walk. Zim, you said it in our open as we discussed the Nationals' first 9 games of the season, and a tough series against a really good Dodgers team. That something that stood out to you is the walks, late in a game. We're still in the 6th here, still in the middle innings, but free passes out of the bullpen can certainly come back to bite you.
Yeah, and I think, hitting's hard. Like, don't try and be too fine. Don't try and nibble around the corners. A lot of these guys coming out of the pen have electric stuff. You don't necessarily have to perfectly spot it up. Challenge the hitter, try and get an easy ground ball, or some first out late in the game is huge.
Mason Wynn fouls it off right side, and it's 0-2.
And on the flip side, we've seen with the leadoff walks what it's done to our guys late in games. Those guys, I mean, I don't know percentage-wise, but I'm saying they've scored more times than not. Right, from our late inning relievers, and that's a part that's got to clean up right away. Come in, competitive first batters, attack the strike zone. No!
Mason Wynn not thrilled as he pops out to Nasim Nunez. We apologize for that. Our field mics are powerful, and so is the voice of Mason Wynn.
So perfect time to talk about sleeveless hoodies there, Dan. There's no family trip better than a trip to the ballpark, right? Bring the earplugs. Kids opening day is Sunday, April 19th, and kids 12 and under will receive a free sleeveless hoodie. Grab your seats today at nationals.com/promos.
We move on. 1 on, 1 out for Ramon Arias. This Arias' 7th year in the majors, first 5.5 with the Orioles, who dealt him to Houston at the deadline last year. Won a Gold Glove back in 2022 with Baltimore. It's one pretty well up to center. Jacob Young has to give chase, and he'll watch it fly into the red seats. Ramon Urias, a 2-run shot, and the Cardinals, who trailed 2-0, now have a 3-2 lead.
It just misses middle, but it's down. I mean, Urias goes down, and he drives this one. I mean, he gets down to go get it. It's not a hanger. That's what this is. They're trying to go in. It leaks away, and that's the full extension. He knew it. Ooh, that was a good dismount. Sorry.
And that ball's hit to center on a night like tonight. It's cold.
That's Ryan Zimmerman territory out there. You don't expect Ramon Urias to go out there necessarily, but he picks up his 52nd career Major League homer, and he puts his team on top.
But leadoff walk.
Yep.
Dan, I don't take too much offense to that. Use Ryan, not me. It's good. I see it.
Did you hit one out there, Frank?
Never. MVP. One time.
All right.
It was hot.
Got that going for you, which is nice. 2-0 to Summit. Thomas Sajaci, who takes ball 3 now.
That was loud.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to give those up.
Yep.
I mean, Max Scherzer always used to say solo home runs don't win ball games.
But that, I mean, that was the case early on for Nats pitchers. They were giving up a lot of solo shots, right? And then you got into a couple of those games where it was the multi-run homer. Dodgers kept doing it 4 of the 5 on the first game, and it's hard to come back from that.
4 batters faced for Waldichuk, 2 walks and a homer in those 4. Now he faces Victor Scott II with 1 on and 1 out. Grounded right side. This could be 2. Nunez to Abrams on to first, a double play. So Waldichuk gets out of the 6th, but the Cardinals take the lead. Ramon Urias, a 2-run shot. And now the Nats will have to get the offense going yet again as they trail by 1. Time now for our DirecTV New Era profile on C.J. Abrams in March and April over the last 3 seasons, batting .290, slugging nearly .600. Driving in runs, scoring runs, swiping bases. But Franny, we've talked about it, and we love those numbers. Can he consistently keep up, maybe not even that level of play, but something resembling that level of play?
This is different because you're adding in the walk, the patience, if there is chase, it's chasing his zone, right? Stuff that he can handle. This to me is not about just the swing. It's about being patient, the full all-around hitter.
Well, I'll take it a step further and say people don't realize how long it takes to become a steady, consistent big leaguer. And to become a steady, consistent big leaguer, sometimes every now and then you got to almost have the big leagues taken away from you. And I'm not saying CJ had that, but obviously he's been through some stuff. And I think everyone goes through stuff in their career. And in the end, the ones who make it, those kind of times of adversity make you a better player. And you sort of realize, hey, this game isn't, right. you gotta earn it for your whole career. There's nobody's bigger than the game. And I think we're seeing a way more mature CJ this year, and he needs to be one of the leaders on the team.
Awaits an 0-2 here. Gonna line it right side, right to JJ Weatherholt for the first out.
And it's also, you add in the new coaching staff who is not afraid to hey, this is what we got to do, right? The player meetings that they had, talking about, hey, these are a lot of things that you do well, but these are the things that we need to adjust, like really get after.
I mean, we saw him working with Corey Ray today.
Yes.
Franny down at first base, working on his leads, on getting back to the first base bag. Working.
I just love the accountability that
Yes.
they brought.
Yes.
We all loved everyone that was here before. We've all said that. We did great things. But the reset button that Paul Taboni and Blake Gutierrez and all these guys have hit, and just the honesty and the, hey, this is the type of player we think you can be. And, you know, some of the people that were kept from spring training and some of the people that weren't kept, it was who performed. And this is a performance-based.
I think it set the tone when Paul Taboni, after this offseason, traded Jose Ferrer for, Harry Ford. And Harry Ford's in AAA. It's not a force like, hey, he's got to do things still here.
I mean, when you're ready and when you earn it, you'll be here. You don't just get called up because you're supposed to get called up.
You see Nunez backs away from a sweeper and earns a 3-1 count against Justin Brule. So Palante done after 5 innings. Now the Nats into the Cardinals pen.
It's already his 6th game.
That was close. Called strike 2.
No chance. He's challenging.
Oh, he's like,
Yeah.
He's
got a lot of it.
Sent a timeout. This is a huge at bat. If he can get on, put some pressure, maybe steal a base. Got to find a way to get this run.
Grounded left side, gloved by Urias. And he throws out Nunez for the second out. With more on the Nats offense, here's Alexa.
Yeah, Dan, we were talking to Blake Gutierrez this morning and asking him just a little bit about this offense with these young guys facing major league arms this early in the season, especially because that offense didn't really show up in spring training. And he said, it's been great. We tell these guys to keep going, but unfortunately, the record doesn't really reflect it, but the work is being put in. The guys coming off the bench are ready to go. Our coaching staff has done an outstanding job going over how to attack the starting pitcher every night, and then the guys who aren't starting, game planning against the reliever that they're most likely going to face. And then he said it also goes, the credit to our hitters, educating themselves before they come to the ballpark and taking that into BP and into the game. Sounds like the Nats are doing their homework, Dan.
Well, they're doing their homework, Alexa, and you mentioned the relievers that they're most likely to face. This is the coaching staff, the front office, giving these players the best chance to succeed, knowing their abilities, where they have their strengths. We're going to match you up with the opposing reliever's weaknesses. We're going to put you in a good spot. That benefits the player, it benefits the team.
And Joey was so hot, right? I mean, you had to keep him in there, but they didn't force him at the top, right? because it would be easy to do. They allowed him 8 and 9 hole in those games against righties that he doesn't fit profile well against. And he gets you, he scratches one away. Stuff like that, little things like that. Understanding the pockets that you could be. We always hear that for the relievers, but so goes for the pinch hitter. For me, it was always the 9th, and that was always didn't matter.
Brad Kimbrell.
Yeah, no, come on.
4-pitch walk drawn by Jose Tena, so the Nats get a base runner here in the 6th.
Let me guess, you owned Kimbrell, didn't you?
I don't think anybody owned Kimbrell.
Could always look that up. Big O-fer right here.
Yeah, I don't think that was good. I don't think anyone was good against Craig Kimbrell.
Yeah, don't get to the closer. That's the best way to hit
we
the closer.
We got to put a stop on that year though, because there's some guys that probably in last few that have had some success.
Still pretty decent.
Yeah.
Drew Millis now from the right side with a man on and 2 away. Backs away from the 2-seamer, and it's 2-0. So Brule struggling with his command here a little bit. 16 pitches thrown, 9 of them out of the zone. Or at least taken out of the zone.
Sometimes we forget about the good old catcher visit. Because they save those mound visits so often. It's just sometimes you just got to use your eyes, understand, hey, this guy kicking the pants right here. Here we go.
Can't take him with you.
Nope.
Count leverage for Drew Millis. Sweeper dropped and called ball 3. And a 4-pitch walk. Back-to-back free passes drawn by the Nats. And there's 2 on for Jacob Young.
I think this is the guy that you don't want to face left on left for James Wood. That's why they got JoJo Romero up. Take advantage of this here, Jacob Young.
2 walks in a row. Be ready right here.
Mm-hmm. We were thinking the same thing. Like that.
Good take.
Yep. But he didn't look auto take. It didn't look like one of those that, you know, he got up there, he was ready to go. Saw a spin, didn't want to go for it.
Swing and a miss.
These are those guys that, like, I feel like for righties, for left-handers that really go crossfire like this, you got to watch that front step. You can cut yourself off quickly by getting to that plate, right? Your front step closer to the plate. Don't follow him. Stay tall.
You got to stay tall, and you crouch over, then your hands have nowhere to go. You got to stay tall and give your hands space to work inside the ball.
Runners go on an 0-2, and it's fouled off right side.
Just like that.
Tenna got a walking lead out there and then took off.
Great job by Millie on the backside.
Mm-hmm.
The old 0-2 stolen base could catch you off guard over there.
It's a little different watching games against the Cardinals without Molina back there and everyone next to each base. You know, they didn't want to get picked off. They're just standing right next to it like, nope, we're not going anywhere.
He was decent.
Yeah.
Blocked by Herrera. 1-2. Yet again, Victor Scott II well out of that right center field gap. As Young lines one out to left, that's going to tie the game. Tenna around to score. Stop sign held up at third for Drew Millis and Jacob Young. What a start to the season for him, and he's tied the game here in the 6th.
Well, that length through the swing. It's a changeup down and away. You come out of this quick, it's a rollover. Instead, stays on it. Puts this one in a perfect spot. Changeup down and away. There's the length through it. Great job by JY. Yeah.
How about the bottom 3 in the Nationals order manufacturing something here with 2 outs? Tenna draws a walk, then Millis a 4-pitch walk, and Jacob Young squares the game at 3, gives the Nats a chance to take the lead with the bullpen dialed up again for St. Louis. Out, nobody on, and the Nationals trailing by a run to a tie ball game. A chance for the Nationals to retake the lead here, bottom 6. Justin Brule not pleased. We talk about walks from relievers backfiring. He walked 2. 1 has already come around to score, and now it's JoJo Romero to face James Wood.
Yeah, 4 for 4. Or 4, however you want to look at it, with the stranded runners. Keep him out there. 6th game on the year. 2 hits. 4 strikeouts so far for him.
Front door is the breaking ball, which misses.
East-west, basically the same guy does Justin Brule. Everything east-west.
Millis at third. Sorry, Franny. Millis at third. JY at second. As Wood looks at ball 2.
And they got an open base. Curtis Mead just got on deck.
Missed with 2 sliders. Let it eat. Heater here. He'd sit.
No, he struggled against spin. It's still like that problem. He's still 0 for on sliders. Well, anything other than a fastball this year.
Three and 1.
3-1 slider coming up.
They play him the other way. The left fielder Sajazi well towards that left field line. Victor Scott II a few steps out towards left center as well. Wood awaits a 3-1 and takes it on the edge. 3-2. Ramirez payoff pitch misses in. 3 walks in the inning for the Nationals, and the bases are loaded for the pinch hitter Curtis Mead.
Well, and I think that's where you can get in trouble. You know, you said, oh, he hasn't had any hits on spin. Yeah, obviously the league knows that. Obviously James knows that. I still think you have to hit off the heater. And when you start looking for things, you start thinking too much, that's when you get in between and you hit neither of them. You know, we were always taught if you can hit the heater and you're ready for the heater, you can hit anything else. You know, very rarely did you sit slider, get a slider, and do damage.
Yeah.
I mean, you started.
You almost chased more because of it, because you saw it. You're like, yes, here we go.
So if you're looking heater, it puts you on time for everything else. So James just doesn't need to get in the stay back a little bit longer. But big spot here.
Bases loaded for Curtis Mead, who takes strike 1. We talk about Blake Butera and his staff putting guys in the best position to succeed. Pinch hitting for his number 2 hitter, Luis Garcia Jr., getting the righty in there in Mead against the lefty Romero. Now ahead in the count 0-2.
Slider to a changeup. Right where he wants.
He takes the changeup, 1-2.
And he creates that angle. Even his changeup almost cuts across. It's 2 strikes. Kind of sit back and play with the right field a little bit right here.
Off the fists out to shallow right. Coming in is Walker. He'll get there in time. So the Nats strand the bases loaded, but they've tied the game as we go to the late innings. It's 3-3.
Fest is back this Saturday, April 11th. Taste beers from over 80 regional breweries at Nationals Park. Plus live music, local food trucks, and more. Get your tickets today at nationals.com/beerfest.
Curtis Mead will stay in the game and play first base after pinch hitting for Luis Garcia Jr. And Ken Waldichuk back out there. Face the top of the Cardinals order: Weatherholt, Herrera, and Burleson. Out to left, Dale and Lyle coming in. And he has it in foul ground for the first out. Andre Granillo loosening. Nationals acquired him in a trade with the Cardinals this offseason. Here's Ivan Herrera. Herrera now the longest tenured player in the Cardinals organization. Signed out of Panama back in 2016.
At 10?
They're signing him younger and younger these days.
Still pretty young.
He wanted to challenge that one. Really wanted to.
Crouched in that open stance, awaiting an 0-2. Hits it well out to right center. James Wood back, has room. And there's 2 down.
Almost feels warmer now than it did at the beginning part of the game, didn't it?
A little bit. Not as windy.
Not as windy. Well, a little more carry on it than, obviously, strong guy, but I'm like a little surprised it got all the way out there.
Had some interesting weather.
Lefty-lefty matchup here. Waldichuk and Burleson, who swings through the curveball to make it 0-1. So Waldichuk got the double play ball to get out of a jam to end the 6th. Now trying to go 1-2-3 here in the 7th.
About him too for Nationals hitters. What you've done, Justin Brill getting taken out, Jojo Romero in. You've seen 2 of their lefties here. Game 1. Maybe you can extend JoJo a little bit. Just getting more looks. I mean, we saw it. You know, in Philadelphia, Game 1, they pounded the Phillies and they got Jose Alvarado in there. Hit him pretty good. Next thing you know, you got him on the Wednesday game. Got another look.
Buried the curveball that time. 1-2. The dangerous Jordan Walker on deck. Wonder if it extends to him, if it'll be Granillo.
Overcooked a couple curveballs right there. Back to back, just really tried to spin them.
Goes with the rare top button, second button off.
Fastball right in there. After 3 straight curveballs, he locked him up with the heater. And Ken Waldichuk bounces back nicely to go 1-2-3 in the top of the 7th. In the bottom half, it's 3-4-5. House, Lyle, and Abrams in a tie game.
Telecast is presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals.
We've had some big-time offensive performances through the Nationals' first 9 games. Total of 12.67 runs per game combined between the Nationals and their opponents. Highest total in the majors today, a more reasonable 3-3 score as we go bottom 7. Brady House ahead 2-0 as JoJo Romero stays out there. Slider spins in to make it 2-1.
And now that's got to be noted from everybody. Falls behind those 2-0 sliders that he has, especially to righties.
3-1. More count leverage for Nationals hitters off these St. Louis bullpen guys.
Off the way he's landing. Like you've already made the mention of how good his swing looks, but just the way he's landing. He's not landing hard on the front side. Soft, easy takes, and I feel like that his eyes aren't bouncing on him.
The payoff pitch. Hit well to left. Hooking, but staying fair into the corner. Brady House going to have his second straight 2-bagger. He's going to think about 3, but stop it as he rounds the second base bag. A leadoff double for the Nats third baseman, who continues to hit the ball hard.
What a mature day for him. Make the adjustments. Great job by Brady.
I mean, he's just learning how to stay inside the ball, learn how to hit. I mean, Romero, you almost want to pull his off speed and hit his fastball the other way, because his fastball goes away from you and all of his off speed, even his changeup. Like most lefties, you think the changeup fades away. His changeup almost cuts into you.
That's like Borzolani facing him. Chase had told me here when you guys had clinched, he goes, "Hey guys, like you got to start thinking, pull this guy." He goes, because the ball's going to run away. It's going to naturally, your bat path's going to go that way. But it's the off-speed stuff.
Speaking of pull this guy, you got to find a way to pull a ball here if you're Dalen Lyle. Move Brady House to third.
I just like how Brady's taking some more pitches too. I know he grounded out third on that one, but like it's okay. Like especially against a funky lefty like this, see a few pitches. Like the chances of him throwing 3 straight strikes are almost 0. So see the arm angle, see how the ball goes. Yeah.
There you go, Dalen Lyle out to right for a base hit and a 2-strike count.
Don't run on that arm.
Jordan Walker can throw it a billion. They're at the corners with nobody out as House and Lyle back-to-back hits.
Sometimes it just takes a left-on-left little AB here for Dalen Lyle. Such a pretty swing. You talk about knob to the ball, that's it right there.
And now C.J. Abrams can put the Nationals on top. Has 6 RBI on the homestand, and he waves at the slider for strike one. A lot of room left side. The shortstop wind shaded up the middle. CJ gonna flip one out to left. Sajazi towards the line. Back to the bag is House to tag. He comes to the plate. Throw coming!
Oh, he's safe. He's safe.
Challenge.
Tom Hanahan says he's out, and the Nationals are going to take a look in their dugout. Trail runner Dalen Lyle moved up. For now, it's tied, and there's 2 outs.
Lofted nicely out there. I love the aggression on this.
Call on the field that the runner is out. The Nationals are challenging.
I mean, even
It
if
bounces a little bit right there, but he got the toe.
it's going to be close.
Toe pick.
So I'm not a huge head-first slide guy into home, but when the catcher's all the way over there, and you're not allowed, the catcher can't even like slide over and block it anymore. Like go as far out as you can right there.
Give yourself a better angle.
Or just get way out into the batter's box and think about if he's trying to tag your hand all the way in the back corner instead of tagging your leg.
I swear that toe is on, man. That front spike.
Unfortunately, the call on the field is out.
Tom Hanahan on great spot too. Tagging now, he's on.
Zoom in, see if the metal cleat is touching the
You might need that in order to overturn the call on the field.
But it's a send that you're going to do all the time.
Oh, I think the send is 100% correct.
It was a great throw to keep for Sajazi to throw it actually straight. No cut, no sink on
After
it. Like
review, there is no violation of the home plate collision rule. The call on the field stands. The runner is out. Washington will lose their challenge.
You had to do it. It's not like, I don't think that's one that you look at here and you go, why are you challenging that? You got to challenge it. 100%. Mr. Jay-Z doing a great job timing it up, staying behind it, release perfect. That's that shortstop arm that he has. He was playing shortstop before Mason Wynn went into the game today. You know, late. That quickness of getting it in and out of his outfield glove.
So the game stays tied for now, and deeper into the Cardinals bullpen we go. Game. James Wood robbing a homer at the right field wall, and Thomas Sajazi just throwing out Brady House at the plate to keep the Cardinals tied. Still 3-3. Dalen Lyle in scoring position with 2 down. Nasim Nunez will bat against the veteran righty Ryan Stanek.
Yeah, for Ryan Stanek, his 6th game on the year, 1-0, 2 holds, 1.8 ERA, 7 punch out already, but he has walked 5. That's a big number there. I think you made the mention early on, Ryan did. Dalen Lyle tagging up at the same time, getting to second base, how important that is.
I was just about to mention that. I didn't even realize it. Unbelievable base running.
Nunez swings through 2 fastballs, and it's 0-2.
Detail.
Stanek the last 2 years with the Mets. Bounced around quite a bit. Rays, Marlins, Astros, Mariners.
Won a title with the Astros in 22.
The 0-2. Nunez just spoils it. Stays alive.
That's like the perfect example of who he is to lefties, like the 2 fastballs and then to get to the split. Straight downer on the split.
Got him. Foul tip held by the catcher Herrera, and the Nats are done in the 7th. They had runners at the corners with 1 down. Cardinals keep it tied 3-3.
Tomorrow, that's right, starting tomorrow, $5 Tuesdays are back at Nationals Park all season long. Again, tomorrow, $5 domestic beer, $5 fountain soda, $5 hot dogs, and more. Tomorrow it starts. Learn more and get your tickets at nationals.com/$5.
Granny's fired up about that one.
$5 beers, let's go. Affordable.
Ken Waldachuk still Waldachucking as we play on in the 8th.
Yeah, see, he took bad. Now he's going to run with it.
I think our producer Chip Winfield said that one first.
Nope. Philadelphia first
so
start.
You stole it from him, and then now I'm stealing it.
I will never give Chip any credit on that one.
Jordan Walker touches one off to deep right. James Wood back yet again at the wall. Can't make a play this time. Jordan Walker's given the Cardinals a 4-3 lead. 3rd home run of the season already for him. And after a rough start to this game, a big swing here in the 8th.
Yeah, Chip called that one. That's what he did. You want to know about using your top hand and how this is how you get to that ball? Watch elevated four-seamer and that top hand just playing right through it and backspinning it out. Like, that is as perfect of a swing on that particular pitch that you could have.
Well, that's when I tell people you swing down to hit the ball up, and they look at me like I'm crazy, but you can't swing up and hit that ball anywhere. But you got to be a big, strong man like he is to be able to do that.
His up is a little different than ours.
That was called ball 1 on Nolan Gorman. And Drew Millis apparently challenging.
Please be a strike. Please be a strike. That's what he's thinking, huh?
And it is.
Pitch to strike. Washington retains a challenge. They have 1 remaining.
It's ABS powered by T-Mobile. So Millis flips the count in the Nationals' favor.
That is so BS.
Oh, 0-2.
Hey, by the way, if you missed that,
Jordan Walker 0 for 3 going into that at-bat with 2 strikeouts. But he hits his 3rd homer of the year as Gorman goes down on strikes. I was talking to some Cardinals people before the game. They said there was an incident late in spring. Walker had a tough spring, got called out on strikes, challenged the pitch, won the challenge by the slimmest of margins, then hit a homer. And it just kind of really, he was laughing about it. A little release, maybe. Whatever it is, it's worked for him to start the season. And a big swing here. Blake Butera out of the dugout. Here comes Andre Granillo.
National 79.
Nationals baseball coverage powered by Major League Baseball. Bringing you Wire Cam here on a brisk Monday evening. Cardinals have a 4-3 lead. And the former Cardinal, Andre Granillo, out of the pen. He will face Mason Wynn.
job feel nice for Andre to get against the old boys here. Game number 5 on the year. Let's not talk about the ERA. Well, we've seen some good, sliders at times. Loves to go to it. A lot more spin, fits the profile.
Wynn takes ball 2. Granillo, 14 games for the Cardinals at the major league level last season. Pitched to a 4.71 ERA. Three balls, 1 strike. His numbers at AAA last year were outstanding. A 1.29 ERA with 58 strikeouts in 42 innings. But he issues a walk here to Win. Another free pass out of this Nationals bullpen.
Especially on the first batter faced.
And he can run.
That's the issue that we saw a lot last year too, right? With a lot of the younger relievers first, it has nothing to say like, oh, they're scared, they're not ready to come. It's just, look, they're not executing right away.
I just think it goes back to, it's really hard to hit, and I would rather get beat by giving up hits than a couple walks and maybe an off the end single. Or, and I know it's easier said than done. They're not trying to walk these guys, obviously, but you know, I think bullpen guys, late innings, pound the zone.
Well, when you felt like you're going up against these guys that, you know, because you're a guy that was circled, and they're throwing ball one, ball two quickly, you feel comfortable in that at bat. Like already, you're like, you have a free look if you want. 2-0.
Well, it also depends on what kind of takes they are. If they're non-competitive pitches, then it's an easy look. It's different if you're just missing.
Yeah.
But the more times I can see you throw a baseball, advantage me. I mean, the hitter.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, the more times I can see a pitcher throw,
Yeah.
you know, the more you get comfortable. That's why everyone always fouled off 3 or 4 pitches.
Yeah.
You know, it's getting into the at bat. The hitter's got a better chance here. I don't know if he really does, but mentally you think you do. You've seen where that slider needs to start. You've seen where the split needs to start to be a strike or a ball.
Big lead for Wynn, who takes off as Arias lines one out to the gap in right center. And Mason Wynn is going to fly around third and head for the plate. Ball is bobbled by Jacob Young. Advancing to second is Arias. He's having a big night. And the Cardinals double their lead, 5-3.
Another walk. Leadoff. It's not even a leadoff walk, but I consider a leadoff walk because it's your first guy faced. Leave one up in the zone. Urias has a great swing going on right now. That's top of zone. Homer was on the bottom zone on that backdoor curveball. And like Zim said, Mason Wynn can float, man. Oof.
I think he was going to score, and Urias was probably going to get to second no matter what on that ball.
Oh, 100%.
They give him a double.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, I think Jacob was trying
Great
to
scoring right there, Dan. Love it. I think it's fantastic.
Can't punish the guy for trying to make a excellent play. You're going to maybe try and throw him out at second, but that's a double.
3 of the 4 Cardinals to come to the plate here in the 8th have reached. The Jordan Walker leadoff homer, the Wynn walk, and the Urias double. Strike 1 to Sajazi.
Play of the game right here. For the Cardinals, at least, throwing that guy out.
Yep.
Throwing Brady out at home.
Hit well to left, hooking and foul.
2 minutes.
108 off the bat of Sajazi.
That might be a 5-minute misconduct then. 10-minute major. You hit it that hard.
Got in on his hands there with the 2-seamer, 0-2.
I feel like he needs to do more of that.
Run it in.
Throws. I mean, I'm going to say he throws so many sliders. Obviously, there's a ton of people that throw sliders now, and he is slider heavy. But I mean, he throws 95. Just opens up that outside corner a little bit more, or throw one in and follow it up with another heater in. I mean, as a righty, when you see the slider percentages, you know you're going to give a slider at some point.
Diving out there maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Another slider in the dirt. Millis paddles it. Keeps it in
that's
front
a
of him.
great call right there. It's I mean, how did he get to that? Like, just get a mitt on it and not hit the edge and bounce crazy. Spiked, bounced back a little bit, or it did thumb him a little bit. Great job by Drew.
It's like when you have the bouncy balls.
Yeah.
The second bounce always goes weird.
All that spin.
That's where the kids have no idea. And, like, you just take advantage of that all the time, yeah. Speaking of bouncy ball, we had that one with Shohei on Jorbeat the other day. The second bounce on the ground out almost took his teeth out. That's a great pitch. That's a great job by Sajazi right there to protect that one.
But 2 sinkers in that he hasn't been able to fire off a comfortable swing at.
Do it again.
Now, well, throwing in for a strike now. He thinks, oh, he just came up and in. Here comes the slider.
But you see it, like, so he goes sinker way in, then goes 2 sliders. It just double it up.
Just throw it in for a strike now. Down and in.
Nice.
All right.
Love it. The swings that Sajazi's taking, those are good swings, though. Those aren't protect swings. Those are.
Well, every time that there's a runner at second now, you wonder whether there's some information being relayed potentially. Hooked. Brady House gloves it at the third base bag behind it. And safe is the call at first. The Jay-Z beats it out. Long throw there from Brady, who made another nice play to glove it. Just not quite enough on the throw.
Those should be automatic outs. This is just a fantastic play. Bullet, one hopper, no step.
What a play.
This glove looked like the one that you got me on in the 10 Strasburg's first complete game. Go gadget arm.
Runners at the corners now for the Cardinals with 1 away.
Bunt. Sorry,
Scott squares and pulls back.
I don't think they can hear you, Franny.
Well, he's laid down 6 already this year.
I mean, if you're that fast, you should use it as a tool. It's a weapon for him.
Squares again and gets it down. That's going to bring in a run. Both runners move up. In to score is Arias. 6-3 St. Louis.
Well, first and third, it's the perfect time to do the safety squeeze no matter what. Bunt before you run, and Victor Scott plays it perfect. Granillo, I think, had his chance. Look at how much room there is, but because it's to Andre's right, or to his left, so the right that we see right there, it's not an easy play.
Slider evens the count to J.J. Weatherholt. Zach Littell allowed 1 run over 5 innings. Cardinals have now put up 5 runs in less than 3 innings off the Nats bullpen. Weatherholt aboard twice today, single and a walk. And nobody warming in the Nationals bullpen. This is what we've seen the last few days, Franny. They had to use a lot of guys to get out of Philly in that series finale. Relievers being stretched as far as they can go here early in the season. And another walk.
Well, you also just can't use 6 guys in a night because what if you need them tomorrow? So,
well, we saw that from Blake yesterday with Clayton Beater, right? He came out to do the 9th, and he extended him to about 25 pitches, took him out, and it felt like because he had today in mind, knowing that he had to have arms for today, knowing that no one's been extended. We don't see in this start extended. They haven't proven it yet, other than Cade.
Fastball misses in, 2-0. Herrera takes strike one.
Stanik's still in. Sleeve. It says Stanik. Big letters.
The 2-2 from Granillo to Herrera. It's hit well over to third. Brady House will glove it and get the third out at second. But the Cardinals add on. They get the leadoff homer by Walker and then two more to make it 6-3. Cardinals offense has come alive over the last 4 innings. They put up 6 runs, taking a 6-3 lead to the bottom of the 8th. That's Nathan Church who will take over in left field.
Who wins the matchup if it's Nathan Church and Brad Lord?
The day after Easter Sunday?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, there you go.
Both of them.
We all do.
Sack fly.
That's the biggest tie right there.
Ryan Stanek stays out there for St. Louis. Jose Tena has a 2-0 count and takes strike one. Nationals trying to stop the Cardinals' 5-game winning streak here at Nationals Park.
Good job here. If a couple of these guys in the bottom of the lineup can turn it over, just get it to the top of the order with some traffic, give yourself a chance to get back in the game. Oh,
Tena tees off on a 3-1 and drives it to right, but
3 of them.
Right there is Walker. 104 off the bat.
It's just the bats that he's been throwing out there are just absolutely quality, just from day one, right, for the season.
3 really good swings tonight and a walk.
But a lot of that is, tell me if I'm wrong on this one, but it's the ability for all these guys. They're playing. They've gone from spring training. They're playing. They're not sitting. They're not, they're getting a good routine. No one looks like they've been like, I haven't seen a pitch in forever. The trajectory machine being huge.
Zim, we've talked about that over the first week and a half. I mean, you played on a lot of teams that had veterans that expected to be in the lineup, pretty much every day, as Millis dribbles one foul. But the importance of keeping even the guys that, are not expected to play much, keeping them active early in the season to give them their sea legs the first couple weeks, that's got to be huge.
Yeah, I think, a lot of these guys, and as much as they match up and they, go left versus right, like a lot of these guys don't go very long without playing. And also, like, they're all trying to win jobs. Only a handful of these guys are basically everyday players, and some of them might turn into everyday players, but, it's a little easier to stay sharp when you're in there every couple days.
Millis again battling in a 2-strike count. He's worked 2 walks tonight.
Talk about calm at bat. I feel like a backup catcher, or in this case, it's not even back. It's both catchers. They're not late to the party on this one, right? Like, they feel like they're on time. The way they're swinging, the way that for Drew Millis, the way he's taking pitches slowly.
Jorbit Bibas on deck. Left side and a base hit for Millis. Just kept fouling off Stanek's pitches, fouling them. That one stays fair to the opposite field and a 1-out single.
That's a beautiful thing right there. Give me those metrics, Franny.
Base hit.
That's an exit hit. Exit hit right there. Look at that.
99 to him, 62 by him. It's a knock.
So it'll be the left-handed hitting Bibas to bat for Jacob Young. Bibas batting .375 to start the season. Worked a ton of great at-bats.
Yeah.
Lays off the fastball, 1-0.
It's been impressive to watch him. Consistent. Quality AB after quality AB. Left on left, getting knocks.
Line drive, past Wynn at short. Bibas squares one up, and there's 2 on with 1 out. The potential tying run coming to the plate in the form of James Wood.
It's just a sweet swing. Now Bibas is gone. Joey Weimer in because he's going to go in defensively.
How's that for a day's work? A pinch hit single, and then you're out of there.
Let me tell you about it there, Dan. It's just an amazing thing to do. It's a rocket.
Well, they did what they needed to do. Got some traffic for the big boys. Now here's where I think he should just look one of them. Just pick a pitch until you get 2 strikes. Sell out on it.
Oh, that slider took off to go the other way.
James Wood has faced Ryan Stanek 3 times. 2 for 3 with a homer. Actually 4 times. Throw a walk in there as well. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a challenge coming from the Cardinals backstop.
Pitch is called the ball. The catcher's challenging.
Looked pretty good.
Pitch to strike. St. Louis has 1 challenge remaining.
That's what ABS is meant for. Like that.
And a big overturn there by Herrera. Turns a 2-1 count into a 1-2. Wood lays off the splitter, evens the count.
There's sometimes that because his hands are in such a good position, right? Low, calm. When he doesn't budge, it's just like, how do you not budge at that one? Just in general, I get it. It's a ball in the dirt, but just the moment.
Hit well out to center.
Go ball.
Back is Scott. It's out of here. It's a James Wood laser show. He robbed a homer earlier, and he's tied the game here in the 8th with a 3-run bomb.
That peaked at 52. 114. Oh my goodness. Triple onions on that one, huh there, Jim?
Second baseman jumped for it. Victor Scott thought he had a chance.
Dude. All right, I got my topper there, Dan, from the one that he had from Beyoso last year in Miami, 3-0 to left center.
Yeah.
This one takes the cake. This one is just absolutely ridiculous.
Out of here in the blink of an eye, and it's gotten the Nationals even in the 8th.
99.3 down, 114 right through it. I mean, you look at the bend. What a swing by the big boy.
Back games with a 3-run homer for James Wood. And we're squared at 6s here in the bottom of the 8th. Back and forth we go at Nationals Park tonight. Talk about ownage of Ryan Stanek. James Wood has faced him 5 times, 3 hits, 2 homers, and a walk.
Yeah, that's ownage. Now, is this the anti-German on this one where it's Swanson is Swanson? No, it's Swanson.
Curtis Mead pulls one fair down the line. That'll scoot past the sidewall and get deep into the corner. Mead's going to round second. He's going to think about 3 and stop.
Yeah, good choice. Good choice.
Wow, what an arm.
Yeah.
Curtis Mead is second 2-bagger in a Nationals uniform, and the potential go-ahead run now in scoring position for Washington. This has turned in a hurry.
A little sinker down and in. Drop the head on it. Good job by Curtis Mead. Nice and easy. And it just sneaks. This corner right here is so tough. Nathan Church doing a great job. Yep, good shutdown. Good shutdown.
Here's another one of those at bats for Brady. Sinkers in. Oh, he set on the slider.
Brady House visits the red seats. What a 3-run shot. House a 2-run bomb, and the Nats lead in the 8th.
And this is the Cardinals overthinking it. Guy's got 2 knocks on sliders, 2 doubles. You go sweeper. Brady's ready for it. 110 off the bat. Let's go.
Against those tough righties that throw those hard sinkers in. Slick slider. It's that easy, right, Franny?
Nope, sir. No, it's not.
Brady,
for you it is.
For Brady it was right there. He's just looks so much better this year. Like it's quieter. His weight's on his backside so much more. And I just think he's finally realized how strong he is. Like, he doesn't need to pull the ball. Stay in the middle of the field. This guy can hit the ball out anywhere.
His last 3 at bats tonight, double, 2-run homer.
Are you offering a double-double? I'm in.
Yeah. And the Nationals' last 5 plate appearances, Millis singles, Bibas singles, Wood homers, Mead doubles, House homers.
There you go.
And now Dalen Lyle going to try and bloop one fair down the line. Just misses to the left.
Well, I mean, you look at this. Starts a little bit, at him, not behind him.
I mean, that ball's still middle in when you look at it. And he drives that ball to dead center,
but
basically.
He's behind. Great catch, by the way. Yeah. But he's behind, right? Like, he's not out on that front foot where we saw a lot last year where he'd leak out and you would, every time that he would land, his head would bob up and down.
It's hard to hit when you're going forward.
Dalen Lyle punched out. Manny Gonzalez saying he couldn't check, and there's 2 away.
I mean, when he stays tall and he stays on that backside and leaves room for his hands to work, he is so strong. He can take middle in balls and hit it to right field. And a lot of these guys are just learning how to hit.
This guy's learning as well. C.J. Abrams launches to right. It's out of here. 3 homers in the inning for Washington. They've exploded in the 8th, and it's 9-6.
They tried to go that down and in cutter. They threw to Dalen to punch him out. And CJ just that nice, easy. There is nothing added to that.
Turned into a home run derby here all of a sudden.
Oh. Even as a right-handed hitter, the left-handed hit swing is so much prettier.
Sure is.
That is sweet.
7-game hitting streak now for CJ. His 4th homer of the season and his 13th RBI. That'll earn you a snack. Nunez out to shallow center. In is Scott, and a nice play.
Wow, what a play. What a jump.
But the Nationals score 6 in the 8th. 3 homers launched out of this yard.
Engage. 114 off the bat for a 3-1 game-tying homer. How about the go-ahead? Brady House driving one out to left center, and then CJ just dropped the head on it. Hey, boys, let's go. I got to close it out. I need a snack.
The Nationals came into this game with the 3rd most runs in Major League Baseball, the 5th highest home run total. They hit 3 homers in that last half inning. There are the home run boys. Now 14 long balls on the season for this Nationals club. And we go to the 9th with the Nats up by 3. It's Cionel Perez out of the Nationals bullpen. Gus Varland is warming already right behind him after Perez faced 5 hitters here yesterday, did not retire a single one of them. In there to Alec Burleson, and it's 1-1. And Franny, after the game, Cionel was very open about the fact that he was tipping his pitches. The Dodgers had his pitches from out at second base. So maybe a quick fix, we will see. Burleson hits one well to center. Joey Wiemer's out there now. And he'll make the play for out number 1.
Well, Dan, I'll always go with this. Tipping's one thing, but when you walk 2 guys and then you throw a middle ball, hitting's easy. We always blame it on tipping. It's not always that. Better execution, better pitches. Good start.
Faces the dangerous Jordan Walker and flips in a curveball for strike 1.
I like getting him right back out there. I mean, put him right back out there, see what he's got, let him, have a good bounce back start and put it behind him.
Fastball coming out hot at 98.
To me, it's a live arm, right? I mean,
it's good stuff.
It is.
Trust it. Go right at people.
Curveball back in there for strike 2. And frankly, guys, he's one of the Nationals' few experienced relievers on their active roster. You're going to need to have some of these guys who have pitched late in games.
But I think you look at Cionel, he could have easily gone in, Blake to Ab. Good. You down? No. I want the ball. I think that says something to me.
The 1-2 to Walker. Hit out to right, and that'll fall for a base hit.
That's a great swing.
On a line out there.
Yeah, because, honestly, tons and tons of ground balls that we've seen. That's one that he would have gotten around last year. Honestly. But it's a missed spot, trying to go in and just chop down that swing.
It's a good 2-strike approach.
It's at the end of the day, you just got a hat tip right there. That's what I would do.
Left on left here.
I'm not wearing a hat though.
Perez against Nolan Gorman. Nationals trying to flip the script on an opposing team after they've had a couple games stolen from them in the late innings.
Chip Carey, Cardinals broadcaster, came over here and said similar situation. We don't have a second closer. There's no one that's, you know what I mean? Like, you don't, both teams are in the same situation.
Yeah.
Trying to build that bullpen.
Chop foul, 1-2.
And you get your heart ripped out like it seemed like in the top of the 8th inning. And to see the boys fight back for you, my goodness.
Oh, gosh.
Gets through Millis, and Walker will move up.
It's just maybe I'm off on this one, but that Jose Tena at bat that let it off, and it's a fly out. But the way he went about it, too, 2-0 take. Right, allowing that at bat to breathe a little bit. Next thing you know, Drew Millis had the same thing.
Well, when you're down 3, it's easy to kind of throw at bats away, and that's one thing I've noticed about this team in the beginning of the year. They don't throw any at bats away.
Nothing.
And that's credit to the coaches, credit to the culture that they're building. It's pretty easy when you're down 6-7 runs to the Dodgers or whatever to just kind of go up there and go through the motions, but they were grinding. And if you do that all year.
Yeah.
Another 2-2 from Perez to Gorman. Fouled off again. How about this? The last time that the Nationals have hit 3 home runs in an inning in the 8th inning or later came, Ryan, back in 2019 when you guys, off your old buddy Craig Stammen, went back to back to back to back.
Take that, Stammer. Yeah, you and your calves. Were you involved in that?
He was one of the few who was not.
Someone's got to make the outs sometimes, right? It was in San Diego. I was ready to head on out.
Yes, you were.
What a place.
A big pitch here. Potential tying run on deck if Gorman is to reach. The 3-2 rolled over right side. Nunez will throw out Gorman for the second out.
Great win right there by CNL. Good pitch after good pitch. A little foul loss by Gorman and a great at bat, and he finishes off nicely.
So the Cardinals not able to tie it with one swing here as Mason Wynn digs in. Wynn on base twice tonight. Singled in the 4th, walked in the 8th. Fastball misses in, 2-0. What a night for that guy. On both sides. 2-1. Ramon Urias waits on deck, hoping for a chance. Curveball to make it 2-2. Announced crowd of 24,899 comes to their feet. Fouled off.
Well, Mason Wood was looking for that thing. He went down there hunting. Elevate now. Elevate at the hands.
Another 2-2. Grounded out to short.
Tipped off him.
Abrams will throw out win, and the Nationals come back to win it. 9-6 our final score at Nationals Park tonight. A 6-run eighth, highlighted by 3 homers. A huge comeback win for this team to snap a 5-game skid.
What a great answer back after that series loss. The series sweep versus the Dodgers that open up here. To have the lead, give it up, find a way to give it up again, and next thing you know, the boys keep fighting. James Wood with the unbelievable defense behind him. Brady, the great offense, the homers, everybody. Zim, you were here for the first home win.
You're welcome. I just think it's fun to watch these young kids really mature at the plate, and they're starting to drive the ball. Brady House, I mean, Dale and Lyle had obviously the great second half last year. CJ, we're looking for more consistency. He looks like he's in one of the best places he's been in his career. James going through a little bit of a skid. I mean, they're really just starting to learn how to play baseball. It's fun to watch.
This offense has been locked in to start the season. 9 more runs on 12 hits. Mike Butera loving what he's seen from that unit. And the Nationals pick up their 4th win of the season. As Fernie said, their first one here at home. This was a back and forth affair. These two teams trading punches. And good for Cionel Perez to wrap it up in the 9th. James Wood robbed a homer, he hit a homer, and now he's with Alexa Dat.
Dan, yes, he is, and it's crazy when a guy hits back-to-back home runs in 2 different games for us to talk about his defense first, but that's what we're going to do here tonight. What an incredible catch off the bat of Nolan Gorman. What did you see?
I just saw it go up, and I was just kind of go after it, and it was right at the wall, so I kind of just went up and just happened to land with it.
How'd your body take the block that you got from the wall there?
It's a lot of padding, so it wasn't too bad.
You come back on the iPad and you see that it's an 8% catch probability. You cover almost 100 feet running over there. What's going through your mind?
I didn't even know that till now, but I mean, I'm just happy I kept the run off the board. I mean, pitchers loved it, and so I mean, I was pretty fired up too.
James, we talked about you feeling good with your swing at this point. Obviously, yesterday with the home run, and then today. Walk me through that at bat. What did you see?
I mean, yeah, he made a couple good pitches early in the count, but I mean, just had to be ready for one more good pitch to hit, and was just able to do something with it.
When you talk about you feeling good at the plate, what do you mean by that specifically?
I'm just swinging at the right stuff and putting a barrel on the ball. I mean, I feel like I made good swings, but just wasn't getting results. So
you're trailing in this game, and then you guys put on a home run derby in the 8th. How much fun was that for you and all your friends to hit home runs tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. It felt like, I mean, each one, everyone kept getting more fired up. So it was a lot of fun.
Pick up the W tonight. Congratulations, James.
Thank you.
All right, gentlemen, we're going to continue with post-game. James Wood, a huge catch and a huge home run tonight as the Nationals pick up the victory.